Good afternoon, everyone. It's Dave here from the iReady podcast, giving you my post-match reaction to the match which has just finished at Ibrox, where in a must-win game coming to the end of the season, we have got the victory against Kilmarnock today by 4-1. Now, like I said, the main objective today was the victory, and then hoping that we could get some goals added on as well, which we have managed to do. But being Rangers supporters, it's never that easy, and you know, how many times do Rangers do this to us at the start of a match by putting themselves under pressure? But thankfully they got there in the end. But the starting 11 that Philip Clement put out is exactly the same as the team that started against St Mirren last week. Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Balogun, Barisic, Lundstrom, Diomande, Cantwell, Sterling, Silva and Dessers. On the bench, McCrory, the return of Ridvan Yilmaz, which is good to see, Lawrence, Dibble, Wright, Roof, Davies, Raskin and McCausland. Now, a frantic 10 minutes here, but like I said, we had to win today, first and foremost, just to try and keep the title dream alive. So that was the main objective here. But as the game started, it was all Rangers, as we were expecting it to be. A long throw in on the 3rd minute by Rangers strikes a Killie player on the arm as he goes in with Sterling near to the goal line. It does hit the Kilmarnock player in the arm, like I said, but there wasn't really anything he could do. His arm wasn't raised, in my opinion. I thought it would have been really harsh. It did go to VAR. The referee was called to the monitor, so usually when that happens we expect a penalty to be given, but it wasn't. The referee didn't think it was a penalty, and like I say, I think it would have been harsh on Kilmarnock if that had been the case, but I would have taken it, don't get me wrong, but wasn't to be. 7 minute and then a sort of bizarre period of play. The Killie defender, he takes a heavy touch, and Mo Diomande, he slides and tackles him, flicks the ball onto Dessers. He runs into the box, beats 2 players as he can do so easily, goes to try and sidestep. He gets brought down, which would have been a clear penalty. The ball was played back to Lundstrom. He fires it into the back of the net, but the referee points to the spot where we thought it was going to be a penalty, but it turns out that Dessers was offside in that initial part of play when Diomande won the ball, so that wasn't to be, and it was still 0-0. But 10 minutes, it's all pressured by Rangers. Balls into the box, a shot by James Tavernier on the edge of the box, which is charged down and cleared. That is a pattern that we saw happening today. But then, what do Rangers do? In typical Rangers form, we go a goal down on the 12th minute. Absolute disaster. Kilmarnock get the ball on the right-hand side and really put a nothing cross away to the back post. Butland kind of goes up for it, doesn't really get much on it. There is a Killie player on the byline, just like what Diomande did last week against St Mirren. He nods the ball back across the face of the goal, and James Tavernier is in the wrong place at the wrong time, unfortunately, and the ball goes in off of him to make it 1-0 to Kilmarnock. So really up against it straight away in this game. But, you know, we're Rangers fans. These things just seem to happen to us all the time, especially recently. 19th minute, Lundstrom, a great ball to Silva in the box. He gets a shot away. It's cleared on the line. It comes off the Killie defender's hand. It looks as if it's a clear handball. It looks as if he stopped it from going in to the back of the net. Surely a penalty, surely a sending off. The VAR check is in place. It's looking to see if Silva was initially offside, which he clearly wasn't when the ball was played to him. The referee goes over to the monitor and checks and sees that is a clear penalty to Rangers. He comes over, sends the Kilmarnock player off, so Killie down to 10 men, and Rangers have the penalty. And on the 23rd minute, Tav steps up, hits the shot low to the left. A Kilmarnock keeper pulls off a fantastic save, and the ball is out, and it still remains 1-0 to Kilmarnock. Quite incredible. 29th minute, John Lundstrom with the ball into the box. It's flicked up, and there's an overhead kick by Diomande, but it's claimed by the keeper. 31 minute, the stats are showing 78% possession to Rangers, but only 3 shots on target, and Killie having no shots despite them being 1-0 up, which is incredible. Rangers having all the ball up to the 40th minute, but you know, the lack of a quality final ball in is really telling. nothing much happening. Killie sitting with 9 men behind the ball all time, happy to let Rangers fire the ball into the box with very little effect at that stage. But with all of the stoppages that went on beforehand with the VAR checks, there is 8 minutes of additional time to be played at the end of the first half. And Rangers really, I don't know if the fans, stepped the noise up when they heard that, but Rangers were on the front foot. 3 minutes into injury time, ball into Silva in the box. He hits a sort of cross shot, saved by the Killie goalkeeper and out for a corner. 6 minutes into stoppage time, Cantwell with a shot from the edge of the box straight at the Killie keeper. And then, just as we thought it was going to head to half-time with us getting beat, Rangers get that all-important equaliser. And it was Lundstrom. He dinks the ball into the box. Silva gets in front of the Killie defender and pokes it past the goalkeeper into the bottom corner. Fantastic ball there by Lundstrom. Great awareness by Silva, who fires it into the back of the net. Much to be desired for Silva's celebration, right enough. It's got a lot of Rangers fans' backs up, especially reading the social media posts, but delighted for us to go in 1-1 at half-time. And then there had to be a sub at the start of the second half. Balogun, he came off, and Davies comes on to replace him. The Davies hasn't been in the team, I don't think, since commentator said December, not in the first team, so he had to come in. So a wee bit worried there, but what an inspired substitution that turned out to be. 49th minute, Davies with a long range shot, just as soon as he comes on, but wide. Barisic in the 54th minute, a low ball to Diomande on the edge of the box, back to Cantwell. He shoots but over the bar. A minute later, Diomande to Dessers into the box. All he had to do was just shoot on sight, but again Dessers tries to take an extra touch, drags the ball back, gets tackled. That's a gilt-edged chance for him to get a shot on target and probably score. But 7 minutes later, Rangers eventually take the lead, and it was a corner taken by James Tavernier. He fires it to the edge of the box to John Lundstrom. He shoots. It's saved off the keeper's leg and rebounds to Ben Davies, who bundles it in for his first goal for the club. Like I said, inspired substitution there by Philip Clement, and Rangers are 2-1 ahead. Kilmarnock then get their first shot on goal, shot for the edge of the box by Vassell, but saved by Butland, no problem. 64th minute, really should have been 3. Ball into the box by Tav, and there was Dessers with a header. All he had to do was get it on target, heads it wide. Gilt-edged chance again by Dessers, it really was. 2 minutes later, Dessers then receives the ball in the box. All he's got to do again is just get a shot on target, but again, he tries to take an extra touch, he tries to drag it back. We know he can do that, but certain situations just require a shot on target, and he doesn't do it. He gets tackled, and Kilmarnock managed to clear. Really frustrating there. Dessers should have been on 3 goals, easy goals for a player of his ability, and that is the frustrating thing about him. 68th minutes, another inspired substitution from the manager. Sterling and Cantwell off, McCausland and Lawrence on. 70th minute, Diomande with the ball on the left hand side of the box. He whips it in and it comes crashing off the bar and cleared. Really unlucky there. 71st minute, Lundstrom, he shoots. It's inches past the post. It's still 2-1 to Rangers with only 20 minutes left. But then a minute later, absolutely sensational play and a sensational goal by Tom Lawrence. He collects the ball just outside the box after a quick break. With his first touch, he beats one man, then he cuts it back, beats the second Kilmarnock player, and then just curls an incredible shot right into the top corner of the goal. Absolutely sensational to give Rangers a 3-1 lead. Just fantastic stuff there. And the stats at that point, the 74th minute, we had 32 shots in total. Quite incredible, and only 3 goals. That's the disappointing thing. And it's just a siege in the Kilmarnock goal after that. Killie's camped inside their own box. Another double substitution. Barisic and Lundstrom off in the 78th minute. Yilmaz and Raskin on. Then the pace sort of slowed, which was disappointing because we do need goals and a great opportunity against 10 men of Killie. In the 89th minute, Silva with a low shot for the edge of the box, saved by the Killie keeper, and 4 minutes of stoppage time added on. But in the 3rd minute of that stoppage time, we get the 4th goal, and it's Lawrence who, came on and rejuvenated us going forward. He hits a great shot. It was heading above the goalkeeper. He parries it, but only as far as Suter, who heads the ball down into the bottom corner of the net to make it 4-1 to Rangers. So that's how the game finished, guys. And like I said, first and foremost, we needed the victory. We needed the 3 point, and we managed to do that, although making things hard for ourselves. Like I said, the constant pressure eventually paid off for us. Getting the goals and, getting that goal difference up is also a huge bonus. But again, 40 shots with 15 of them on target at the end of the match. We should be scoring more than 4 goals, let's be honest, and that is the issue. Any other team, I reckon, with that amount of shots, scoring more goals than that. That is the frustrating thing. It happened with us earlier on in the season against Ross County at Ibrox, and we set all the records. And although I bang on about Dessers and how frustrated I am with him, I try every single game to go on the Dessers train, folk. I really do. But again, today, so frustrating watching him trying to take an extra touch instead of just battering it as hard as he can. I think I would rather that than, I'm trying to do bits of skill, and we know he's capable of doing magnificent things, but just so frustrating. I really hope that he is on form for next week, because we can't afford to miss the amount of chances that we are, especially going to Parkhead next week when a victory is a must for us. It really is. It's a massive game for us going there. We know that we've got to win. We know that the 3 points is a must for us to, have any chance of winning the league. But we'll take today's victory. We'll take the +3 goals, scoring 4 but conceding 1. We'll take that. That's what we were looking forward to. Anything can still happen, folks. So as Big Marv says, keep believing, and me and Derek will talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, folks, and bye-bye.